Hey, how's everybody doing today? This is Confidential Thoughts with your hosts, Polly and Tyreek. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, so basically, what is the podcast about, though? Like, you gotta tell them what the podcast is.
I think you have the honors.
I got you. So, we decided to start a podcast because, like, we've known each other for years. And I feel like a lot of men in general have a hard time talking about things with their so-called homies. And, like, we've never had a problem with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, me, all my close friends, like, we're all able to talk about how we feel about specific things. And we're all able to be each other's safe space. Like, it's more than
just being, like, vulnerable with each other. Like, not having that uncomfortability of being able to not say what you need to say at the right time, or if something's upsetting you, you know what I'm saying? Or even deeper than that.
It's like, I feel like friendship is more about women do a good job at being expressive, and women do a good job at being each other's safe space. And I feel like as men, we think going out, getting girls, and making money, like, those are all good things to have, but, like, if you can't express yourself...
The more manly you supposedly look, the better you are.
Yeah, exactly. So if you can't express yourself to your homies, like, what's the point of having that person as your brother? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I respect and I cherish our relationship so much because, like, I could cry in front of him and, like, not feel judged about it. You feel me? So that's like the whole reason we started this podcast, to have these type of conversations that we have daily.
Yeah. To get on the emotional aspect of what people are uncomfortable to talk about on a daily basis. You know, like confidential thoughts. So people hold a lot in, especially men. Not saying women don't, but very much men have a problem with not being able to express how they want to feel and what they need to speak about. You know, and that's what we're doing.
Exactly. But so today we're gonna start with questions from y'all. That's how we're gonna start the podcast. We have some from TikTok and we have some from Instagram. I'm gonna start with TikTok first because we live on TikTok. Shout out to y'all though for tapping it. Fuck with y'all. I'm a little nervous, I'm stuttering, but you know, I fuck with y'all right now. But the first question is, you gonna answer it first. What do you like most about the person sitting next to you?
I really don't like you. I'm just joking. But I'd say the thing that I like about you most is your passion. Like, you carry yourself with such a high dignity, and that you push other people, not just yourself, but you push other people around you, and I appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
Heavily. That's the best thing I like about you.
Is that it? That's it?
Well, they said the best thing, right? What do you like the most?
No, I just want to feed my ego. Yeah. My favorite thing about you is, I think, like, no funny shit, bro. Like, I think you're one of the most talented people that I know, and, like, regardless of the situation that we're both in, sometimes we might not be the best versions of ourselves because we're stuck in our own heads. Like, our own insecurities is keeping us from being the person that we fully want to be. But, like, you inspire me every day because, like, I'm like, damn, this nigga is so creative. Like, this nigga can do, like, anything, you feel me? So, like, you doing that inspires me to be a better version of myself. And, like, I don't like surrounding myself with people that are just like, yo, that shit's fire.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna tell me if it's
stagnant.
Yeah, you gonna tell me if I'm fucking up. You gonna tell me if I'm doing wrong. You gonna tell me if you don't like this. But you gonna always add something that I probably couldn't see from, like, my perspective.
Yeah,
but the perspective you bring to me is like, damn, like, that's crazy. It's not like no, like, it's coming from a genuine place. You know what I'm saying? So I do respect that.
Always.
You being a talented person inspires me. So, like, the inspiration alone is, like, what makes you who you are. You feel me? Don't start crying.
Like, what?
But yeah.
We'll next.
And then
Next. He was like, fill my cup up some more. Where's the next one?
This one.
Yeah. That's the only question we have right now, but...
Alright, now we have a game too, though. Yeah. It's called Let's Get Deep. So that's what the whole thing is going to be about regardless. We're just going to do your questions just to give y'all a shout out. But the whole point of this podcast today is to be expressive and be vulnerable. So we're going to play a game that's going to allow us to think a little bit and come out of our shells. So that's what we're going to do.
So you guys can get to know us more too.
Exactly. You want to start it first?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So there's 3 levels, though. There's the icebreaker level, which is level 1.
There's level 2, confessions.
Yeah, and then level 3 is getting deep. So yeah, you can start with whatever you want to start with.
What do you think we should start with? 1, 2, or 3, or just pick whatever?
Yeah, just pick what you want for real.
Let's just start with the icebreaker first. What is your go-to drink or snack while working? I like drinking water, honestly, and I like soda sometimes. But the go-to snack, I'd probably have to say a Snickers. That's like my go-to. I just love Snickers. You know what I'm saying?
Snickers.
Yeah. Snickers is good.
Shit, me, I'm on my healthy shit, so if I could get a protein shake in, I could get like a banana, like a fruit or some shit, then like I'm straight with that. But other than that, I don't really snacks isn't really my thing for real.
Are you too good for snacks?
Yeah, I'm too good for snacks right now. Like I'm just trying to look like Michael B. Jordan. So me doing that, I gotta lock in.
Alright, your turn. Let's go.
I'm gonna do getting deep, cause why not?
Okay.
Oh shit, it's a good question.
Yeah.
Is there closure you never got to have? You could start.
Nah, you start. I saw last one.
Is there closure you never got to have?
That's a crazy question.
Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think closure is a real thing. I think we use the word closure and the action of trying to get closure to just have another conversation with that person, hoping things might go in our favor. For a very long time, I was heartbroken by somebody, and I thought that, damn, I needed this closure so I can like really move on. You don't need closure. Closure starts.
No, but in reality, you just wanted to see if it could work again.
Yeah, in reality, you just want to see if it can work again, and like, closure is just a way to give yourself hope. Closure is not real, y'all. I'm telling, like, it's not a real thing.
There.
The closure you get is their last action. The closure you get is the feeling that they gave you when they hurt you. That's the closure. That's literally it. So, is there closure you never got to have? No, I don't believe in closure no more. And like that's something I've grown. Like it took me years to get to this point, but I don't think closure is real.
I'll say, it's not that I don't think closure is real. I think closure is real in certain aspects. So you're saying it from a standpoint of like a relationship.
Yeah.
You could also say it in a standpoint as maybe you lost somebody, maybe you got in an argument with somebody that you guys aren't friends no more, but at the end of the day, you are right. It is more of seeing if the connection can still be there. Yeah. Even with a friend. Say like, we hash it out, we're not talking anymore. Yeah. But I want that closure. It's to see if maybe we could, still be friends at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I'll agree with you with that, honestly. No, there really isn't a closure that I wish I could have had.
And then the thing, like, that shows you, though, like, death. Like, death is the only thing that's guaranteed in this life. And, like, like, say one of us is to go today and we ended on bad terms. Yeah. That's our closure. It doesn't matter how we ended. Yeah. It's either we dwell on the situation that hurt us or we can forgive that person. Like, they're gone. Like, we can't sit here and try to dwell on something, like, just hoping for a different outcome when the outcome is already given with their last conversation. Yeah. That's the closure. That's the entire thing of closure for
I respect that. Next.
Yeah, that's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go getting deep too. What is the silliest thing you believed when you were young?
That ain't deep for real. You can do another one.
Nah. You wanna do another one?
Yeah, I don't like that one. That's not even deep. That was like an icebreaker.
If you had to name chapter in your life right now, what would it be called? If I had to name this chapter in my life something, it'd probably be locking in or forgiveness. I'd have to say locking in just because this year alone has taught me a lot, and I've lost a lot, and I just want to get to a certain point where I can provide for my family, provide for me, and get past the things that I have gone through, And if I was to say forgiveness is forgiving myself for not being so hard, like stop being so hard on myself, for what I had no control over in life.
Like what? Like what's the main thing?
I'd have to say probably just loss, like death and stuff, and also just not being where I want to be. Yeah. Not being patient enough and working hard enough too. So forgiving myself.
Yeah.
You know, because if you're not doing what you need to do, but then you keep like replaying it and replaying it and replaying it, it's just gonna bring you down and down and down and down.
Exactly.
Until you actually forgive yourself for not doing those things. You know what I'm saying? If you keep beating yourself up about every single thing that you didn't do instead of living in the moment you are right now and pushing past that and being able to be like, okay, I'm here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And then that's the forgiveness part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say this chapter of my life is called I Am Creating the Life of My Dreams, or I Am Creating the Life That I Deserve, which doesn't necessarily only have to do with the financial aspect of things, but just that as humans, we all deserve to be happy. Happiness is the entirety of this, and love and happiness, that's what we dwell on. We don't dwell on anything else. We need to get to a point in life where we're always growing to become better people. We're always growing to be the best version of ourselves. And so I was doing this story yesterday, like I posted a story about my diet, like my goal, my 3-month transformation. Yeah. And a lot of people's excuses are, damn, that seems hard. Yeah, it's hard, bro, but like I'm the best version of myself now. Like it takes so much time and effort to get to a point physically, mentally, but like if you don't put that work in, how you gonna create the life that you deserve? You can't even get past the physical. How is God gonna give you everything if you can't even handle the small things? You feel me? So
and it helps with your emotions too.
Yeah, it helps you to keep everything in control. Mm-hmm. In control in the sense of like living in the moment. Because I feel like we all have this like obsession with trying to control the future. Yeah. Trying to control the future. But that just causes anxiety, overthinking. That's all it triggers. Yeah, so it's like I'm just living in the moment, and I'm literally doing everything to create the life that I deserve. That's all I'm doing right now. And I'm like you said, I'm locked in. Yeah. Like I'm locked in every aspect so I can be the best version of who I am.
That's awesome.
Yeah, bro. It's your turn, right?
No.
Yeah. It's my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna do a confession. I like that. How would you describe yourself in 3 words? You go first.
No, it's you.
Me?
Yeah.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words? I'm a perfectionist. I don't want to say I'm judgmental, but like I judge you if I think you can do better than you're showing to the world. Yeah. Like if I know, if I know you can do better, and like you just keep like living stagnantly, like you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Yeah. Even though you told me that's what you're gonna do, like I'm gonna judge you a little bit about it, but in a good way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging you in like a resentmentful way or any like a hateful way. It's more like a damn, like you're not doing what you said you were gonna do. Like you gotta stand on business. I'm gonna say I'm a little judgmental in that way, and I'm gonna say. Let me say I'm nonchalant. I'm nonchalant and shit about everything. Like my emotions aren't.
I don't know.
I don't know. How I like obviously you know me in a different way, but like you know me. Like if I go to a party, like I'm not with like you or like somebody I know. I'm just like in the corner. Like if I'm in a room, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like what's?
You hear this man right now?
Bro, I am, bro. I'm like
right now.
People tell me
the dancer of every single party.
Not by myself, though. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, like I could do a better job at just like being more expressive about everything. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to be so nonchalant. Like if somebody's like crying, like some girl's like crying to me, I don't have to be like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a bad thing, but I feel like I could do it better.
I respect that. I respect it. 3 words.
Why you lying? Oh, you're gonna sit about my life. It's because y'all know me though. That's the difference.
Yeah, bugging. It's lying. 3 words. I'd have to say. I don't know, actually. I could say exactly what you said, but besides the nonchalant.
Yeah.
Outgoing, maybe. I'm a very people person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when we do go out, I mostly talk to every
and I'm the one that's the one that's following your lead.
Yeah,
exactly.
Now I get you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd have to say outgoing is probably the 3rd one. compare with yours, with the other two that you said. Just because, when we do go out or anywhere, I'm very I'm the person that likes to meet new people.
Yeah.
If there is new people there, I'm very introducing myself and always wanting to meet new people and always make people laugh, always smile and stuff, and that's really what it is.
Alright.
Okay, let's go confessions again. What do you think was the most important invention in history?
Cut. Bro, who
This is actually weird. How are you? Wow, this is actually good one. How are you? Be more transparent than usual.
How am I? Be more transparent than usual. Damn.
You wanna go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'll say that I'm better than I was like 2 months ago. Like I'm not the best. I'll probably say I'm at like a 7 right now. But like 2 months ago, like I was really like just down. Like I was just like I couldn't I was in like a waiting season. Like everything was just like on pause. Not on pause, but I had done so much, but like nothing was moving. Like nothing was progressing.
Yeah.
So I was just like confused and like, yo, how the fuck can I go so crazy and like go so hard and like there's no result. But like that was just me trying to think I deserve something just because I put in a little bit of work. Like I did the bare minimum, expecting like more than the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? So that and just I've just been kind of conflicted with, bro, like it sounds crazy, but like women in general, like it's just like an ongoing battle with me. Like I'm in this place where it's like I want someone, but like I don't want someone because like
you can say you're stagnant.
I'm not stagnant, but like I'm trying to figure out why I keep meeting the same people in different bodies. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm in these situations where it's like I'm not meeting anyone that's on the same mental level as me or like the same emotional wave as me. But it's like at some point I have to look myself in the mirror like, yo, how does this keep happening?
Yeah.
But like
maybe it is something inside of you that's causing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But then I'm not letting that slow burn happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not getting to the point of like giving someone months or like weeks to like show me who they really are.
Yeah.
I'm going in, I'm not gonna lie, I'm diving in with like the infatuation versus like what I know I want. So like I'll settle for what she's giving me right now because I'm getting what I want versus like, is this person the person I can see myself with 6 months from now? Is this person I can see myself with? And like it's just like it's not something that I'm proud of because I don't want to be that way. And like I'll be praying like, yo, like I need to get rid of these like lustful and I don't know. It's just like it's draining mentally because I'm like, damn, am I not like what can I do
like what's
better?
Missing,
yeah, what's missing? Yeah, like what void am I still trying to fill? Because that's just me trying to fill a void.
As in like kind of like it's not stagnant, but you're still in the same spot with that topic. You know what I'm saying? Because you keep seeing the same and same and same, but it's more just self-evaluation that's making you not get past that breaking point. Because what if they are different, but you just keep seeing the same results every single time? It might have to do with you, but it might also just be your choice. You know what I'm saying?
But you know when someone's different. You know. Sometimes you know, but you also.
But it takes two. You know what I'm saying? It takes two. So what if you're just bringing that? What if you're just bringing that same scenario that you've had in every other one, and you're just bringing that because you automatically think that's just what's gonna happen because you've had it for so long. Like what if it's that you're just bringing the same energy because you think, oh, this is just what's gonna happen again. I know this is just like this person. This is just like that person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, maybe it is you. Maybe it's some conflict that you haven't dealt with, but maybe it is that. Maybe it's because you just keep bringing the same, like, what am I trying to say? Same aspect to it, maybe?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Because, like I said, like, it's a trauma response. I just don't know where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's from like a previous relationship. I don't know if it's from way back, like my inner child, like things I've been through in my life. But I mean, I've gotten way better. I've gotten way better at it. But like I'm still not where I should be because I'm still trying to fill a void. It's just leading with surface level versus like being with someone that I know isn't gonna last. You know, I'm being with someone that I know isn't gonna last versus trying to build that connection that's gonna be
moment,
like
not the long run.
Yeah, I'm in the moment too much. Yeah. And like that's when it's not a good thing. It's not always to be a good thing to be in the moment. Like when it comes to people's emotions, it's not good.
So are you being be honest? Are you being in the moment but treating it like it's a long run? You know what I'm saying? Like no, you're being in the moment and keeping it as the moment.
I'm keeping it as the moment, but I'm also in my heart. I know I don't want to be in the moment. Yeah. But I'm also like I'm at like a push and pull. I'm like fighting with God and I'm like fighting with the devil. It's like two people on my shoulders and like this sounds sweeter on this side and this sounds sweeter on this side. Yeah. So I'm definitely struggling with just like commitment. Yeah, I'm struggling with commitment. Yeah. I don't know why though. And like I'm still just learning how to figure that out and I'm trying to understand. I'm constantly replaying things in my head like what hurt me and like I keep replaying the hurt so I can figure out like a way
that's your problem. Bro, if you keep feeding into problems, the problems just get bigger. That's like facts. If you have an issue with yourself or if you have an issue with the past relationship, if you keep replaying and replaying and replaying and replaying, bro, it's just going to grow. Yeah. You're not fixing anything. You just keep talking about the same issue to yourself that it's not going to fix anything.
Yeah, but I feel like it's in like a self-reflectful way though. My last hurt with her, you know what I'm saying? With like, I replay that situation like, am I still hurt? It's like I moved on physically and I've moved on from the person, but the aftermath is still lingering it's just lingering. I'm still, like,
But that's why I said that. That's why I said that you keep bringing the same energy because you're still stuck there. You're still stuck of that aftermath of being like, all right, I wanted this person so bad to the point where when they didn't want me, I wanted them to want me more. You know what I'm saying?
It's not even that though. I'm over that aspect, but I'm saying now it's like a car crash. Like the car crash happened and like the impact was right there. And then you get over the impact, but now I have to drive into new cars. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck, like, why am I still so nervous? Like, why am I still so like, I'm going through the aftermath, like and I don't know how to like
move past it.
Yeah.
Or just be okay with it.
I'm off the person. The person in the situation I'm off, but like I'm still like destroyed. Like I'm still building myself back up.
Maybe you don't need to get past it. Maybe you just need to be okay with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's some things you can't really get past, you know? Yeah. Maybe you just have to accept it and be okay with it for you to supposedly move past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Because I know you might not still be okay with it. You're still kind of like you said, you're physically, whatever, you're past it, but that mental of just being like, why am I so scared? Mm-hmm. Because you're not okay with how that person made you feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't want to feel like that ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're scared that somebody else is going to do it. So you just need to be okay with it. And not bring, I'm not saying you are, but not bring what somebody else has done to you to something new.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. But yeah, that's probably what I'm struggling with the most. I'm good, but it's just like that's been like the heaviest battle I've been kind of facing. Yeah. Like just resisting temptation, like resisting just like lustful things. Because like what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to continue the cycle, so it's just like trying to move on from leading with lust and like leading with temptation. What was the question?
How are you?
Yeah, how are you?
My turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah.
Oh my. How am I? How is Paulie? I could say I'm definitely feel like that I'm kind of still in the same spot that I was maybe 5 months ago, 4 months ago. Mentally, I feel better. Emotionally, I feel better. There's still things that I'm still fighting with. There's still things that I need to, like you said, move past. Maybe just be okay with it. Fix my perception of reality to the point where I'm okay with things that maybe happened in the past, or accept it and not just be mad at it, but not be mad at the past, but look back at it and be like, all right, I'm here because of the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm this person now because of my past, and I'm this person now because of the things that happened to me. And the same thing that I said, this year is forgiveness, this chapter is forgiveness, it's the same aspect. Like, I need to be able to forgive things so I can look back at it and smile. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
To be this person that I am today. Because, if, like I said to you, if I just keep reliving and reliving and reliving and reliving all my problems that happened to me that I have no control over anymore, it's just going to bring me down, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't live off that. What happens when we do this? I'm just going to, keep thinking about it. What, when I go on a date or something, what, am I just going to keep thinking about my problems? I can't live in my problems. I need to let them go.
Right.
You know? They need to do their own thing, and I need to be here with myself. I need to be here with you. I need to be here with my family. I need to be here with everybody that wants me and needs me here. You know? I can't live with my problems.
Yeah.
So
you think you're in a... You feeling like you're going through a lot of self-projecting right now?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah.
So, like, I know that last year I was very projecting. You know, like, looking at myself, figuring out what I need in life, what I want to do, and what made me maybe fuck up the things that I had, you know? And it brought me to this, you know what I'm saying? I was very good. You saw me. I was doing very good with myself, but then things happened, you know, obviously losses in my family and all this, and it kind of brought me back there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it was like, I tried to, like, control it myself to be like, no, I'm not going to allow myself to get there. But it just hit me. Like, there was nothing I could do. So now I'm kind of just bringing that cycle back of just being like, okay, let's look deeper into this. Is it because maybe I lost people in my family, or is it because I'm so used to being hurt? You know what I'm saying? Used to this. Like, I'm so used to living with pain and all this. Am I just allowing myself to be okay with it? You know?
Yeah.
So that's where really the stage I'm in right now. You know?
But do you think say you're going through something, right? And, like, you're feeling a specific emotion in that point. Do you think you're allowing yourself to go through these emotions, or do you think you're just suppressing them? Or do you think you're...
No, I definitely go through my emotions.
Yeah.
I definitely do. I've done the suppressed stuff before, and it does not help at all. Suppressing your feelings does not help. And if you need help, get help. You know what I'm saying? Even if you feel as if somebody doesn't care, there's always one person in your life that cares. Yeah. Maybe it might be somebody that you never expected. Like, you know what I'm saying? We both never expected each other to become this close.
Yeah,
ever.
Fact.
When we first met, we didn't. You know what I'm
Fact.
saying? Look how close we are. Like, you're my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, So, just speak. You know what I'm saying? Even, what am I trying to say? Just speak. Just say what you need to say, get it off your chest. And even if you have to say it to yourself, like, you know what I'm saying, your worth, your work ethic, everything that you want to become and aspire to be, you need to speak to yourself on it. You know? And if you don't do that, you're going to crumble. Because those problems that you have are just going to mentally eat you away.
Exactly.
You're not this, you're not that, you're not worth it, you're not blah, blah. And it happens. Happens to everybody. And if people that say that doesn't are lying. It happens to everybody, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could be as confident as you want. There's always going to be that demon on your back saying, no, you can't do this, you can't
push
do
and
that.
Pull.
Yeah, it's always going to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, how you speak to yourself matters. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was good. That was a good one. It's your turn, right?
No, yours.
I like confessions. Confessions better than
Yeah.
I don't know.
You be just throwing these up. What are you doing?
Because these are just like, what?
Nah, dang, cuz, what you doing?
Bro, what the hell?
Do you see this?
I promise you these aren't good.
It's like 6 cards. Alright, I understand why you thought
these aren't good. I promise you.
It's the same. All right, do a different one then. Let's get deep. Though.
Alright. There's a D one in here somewhere. Alright. Let's get deep. We're getting deep right now, y'all. If there's one thing.
No, wait a sec. This is a great one. Do this one. That's a great one.
I don't think that's a good one.
That's a great one.
I don't think it's a good one.
It's a great one. Do it.
If you could pick any memory to relive once, what would it be?
What would it be?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's so.
Think back. It could be a bad memory. Maybe you wish you could have done it different. It could be good. It could be when you started the Golden Brand. It could be anything, though.
I feel like I wouldn't relive anything though. That's the thing. Like it was like good in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like Tampa, I wouldn't relive Tampa, but that shit was fun as hell.
Yeah, it was.
You get what I'm saying? Like, but that shit was so fun. But like, I don't want to relive it. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a different place now.
But not even just that. Like, what if it was something like you miss? You know what I'm saying? Like something maybe back home you miss, or somebody you miss, or a moment where you felt just so vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? It's more deeper than just like having a fun time.
Yeah.
That's why it's a good question. Because you could say anything. You could think about, one time I wish I could relive my grandmother making me a meal and I was just so happy. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of memory.
I think when I was younger, like my mom and my dad was still together, and like every Sunday, like they would go to work or whatever, but like every Sunday everyone was home, and me and my dad, we were never close for real. Like that's why it's so hard. Bro, remember how like, you remember you're like, yo, bro, I love you, and I'd be like, bro, stop saying that. You remember I used to be like that all the time. Yeah. It's cause like I've never had like a man like tell me that like. Yeah. So, like my dad's way of showing like his love was just like. Dude, I think it's quality time, like just spending time with his family. Like he wouldn't say much, but like I could tell that he was having a good time because he like put the music on and started dancing and stuff like that. So like I think I would, just cause like that was the only time I felt connected to my dad. Like I would start dancing too, like with him, and like it'd be like a fun time to like just dance with my dad, even though we're not saying much to each other. And like we play fight, and like we wouldn't say much, but the actions like spoke louder than the words. Yeah. And like the actions made me feel like damn, like this is my dad right now. Like you know what I'm saying? So
see, that was a good question. Look at you.
I would like relive that part when I was younger with my dad on like Sundays. That's how I like R&B music so much and like older music, because that's all he played. Like my mom used to hate that shit. She's like, why do you always play that shit? But like that's why I'm so connected to R&B music and like old music, because like it reminds me of my dad and like the relationship that we had in like a loving way. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I could say the same thing with R&B music too. My mom definitely put me onto R&B music, and that was like you said, like our connection. Yeah. Like she loved her music, bro. She loved Whitney Houston. That was her favorite art. Like loved it. I remember, if I could go back to one memory, it would be when we lived on General Patton, me, my sister, and my mom dancing in the kitchen to Whitney Houston, bro.
Yeah, see, it's always, you know what I'm saying? Always like, dancing.
Probably about like 12, 13 years old, just my mom cooking. It was like a little small kitchen. Mm-hmm. And just jamming out, bro. Yeah, that's probably a memory I wish I could go back to. Well, relive.
Yeah.
They don't get emotional real quick, huh?
That shit was good. I guess it was a good question.
Good, yeah. See, this isn't a good one. What is the best topping ice cream combination?
Hey, that's not deep.
It's not deep. Like. Yeah. Alright, just answer this. Would you rather go out to dinner or cook dinner at home? Why?
I'd rather stay in, like, unless I'm, like, with my homies, like, I always want to do some shit, like, because I don't do shit during the week anyways, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather cook something, or, like, if I'm gonna go out, it has to be nighttime. Like, I like to eat, like, I don't know, like, Jamaican food at night hits, like, Chinese at night hits, like, you know what I'm saying? It be hitting, like, at nighttime. Yes. Or like obviously vacation. You know how we bought the food?
That's what I'm talking
in Miami?
About. Yeah,
bro, we bought all the food to cook.
No, what was it? What was it that we got with the garlic bread that we got at Uber?
Yeah. No, but I'm saying that you remember how the first day we're like, bro, we better buy all this food and cook every day. We didn't cook at all.
Once, bro, it was gone.
So I think it just depends on the situation too. Like if I'm on vacation, like be like, yo, let's go get some food in Miami. Like it's you know what I'm saying? Like,
but when we went to Tampa the second time,
we cooked
the whole
every time. Yeah.
Yeah, but we also had a bunch of people in there.
And I think it's because
Everybody's
we understood more like with the environment.
Yeah.
Like, we have already had all the food that we wanted the first time.
Yeah.
I bet we cook more this time.
Probably.
We're gonna cook probably way more.
Probably.
Yeah, I think we're gonna cook a lot
I think
more.
it was too just like how like, bro, we were waking up at like 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
like
12
1
o'clock.
Like,
Yeah.
no
So
one
it's
wants to
easy.
cook, you know
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm saying?
easy
Like,
as hell.
It's easy to buy food. When we
Yeah.
were in Tampa the second.
Yeah, what up,
time,
KB?
When we were in Tampa the second time, we were getting up at 9 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
And then going to bed at maybe like 1, 2.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like a kind of like an alright schedule, but this time.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Like, we was getting back at like 4 or 5 in the morning, dude.
Let's see.
I would rather, honestly, as much as I seem like I'm not a homebody, I am such a homebody.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like going anywhere.
Yeah,
I used to not be. I used to hate being in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But now, for the past probably year or two, I hate going outside, bro. There's been times where, like, I'm sorry, but I've canceled on you.
Yeah.
Just like last minute, just been like, bro, I'm not going out tonight.
Yeah,
you know, I don't like going out. I like staying at home. You know, I'll order some food or something. I'll eat it, watch my show or something, watch some football, play the game, whatever. That's what I like to do. Yeah. I don't like going out. I don't like seeing, and no offense to anybody that's watching this that knows me or like fucks with me, I don't like seeing y'all when I go out, bro. When I go out to dinner at a mall, leave me alone, please. I do not like seeing y'all. But other than that, yeah, that's really what. That's it.
Wait. What was your worst fashion disaster? Like, come on. That's not. What is one thing you would like to never have to do again?
One thing I would not like to do ever again. There's a lot. In a deep aspect, or like we just talking about like, whatever?
Yeah, hell yeah, deep. Because you just made me answer that question about reliving the moment. Deep.
No, yeah. What I would never like to do again. It's inevitable, but death. You know what I'm saying? Like multiple. You know what I'm saying? It sucks, bro. It honestly sucks, and it's something that, like, you know what I'm saying. You try your hardest, but it's something you can never get past.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, you can become better with it and more adjusted to it, but...
Yeah, especially if it's tragic, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, losing somebody, bro, it's... You can never get past that, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, you can't. And it sucks to say, but don't matter how strong you are, you know, life just gets harder, and it's the only way you can get past it is adjusting to it and becoming more okay with it. But honestly, just... Yeah. That's one thing that I wouldn't want to do again. Have to go through again.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to go through my childhood from age 10 to 12. Like, 8 to 12. But that shit was hell, bro. Like, my mom, like, had moved to America. And, like, when they're getting a green card process, like, you can't go back home because, like, you're in the process. So, if you go back home, like, you're still legal, technically. So, like... Bro, I stayed with, like, probably 15 different people that I've never met in my entire life in Jamaica. And, like, bro, the shit that I was going through was just, like, literally movie. Like, anything you could think of, I've been through it all. Like, I've literally been through it all. I've seen it all. I've been through it all. Like, and, like, I just... Some of the things I don't even vividly remember, but I remember how it made me feel. Like, seeing... It's just like a feeling that I held for so long, and like it literally destroyed me as a person. And like as a child, like I don't know how to talk about that type of stuff because it's so normal there. Like you can't talk, like we joke about it, but we can't really talk about it because it's like no one cares. Like it's like, damn bro, that shit was crazy. Like move on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You do get to a certain age where like you don't know how to say anything.
Exactly.
You do.
So
like, and it is around that age of like 8, 12. Like you just. It's kind of like a mute stage, like you just don't know how to express yourself.
Yeah.
And if you're not taught, and it carries on.
Yeah, and then like if you do try to, they just shut it down quick. Like bro, like this is it. Like this is what we're really about. Like deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So like you develop this like defense. Everything is defensive. Everything is like I'm so surprised I'm not like crazy right now. Like you know like I'm surprised I'm not like an angry like bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I came a long way. Like, So I wouldn't want to relive those like 3 years of my life as a child. Like
Yeah.
it's the craziest thing I've ever been through for real. But other than that, like I don't know. I don't want to relive anything in general, but that specifically, like I wish I didn't have to go through any of that. It's your turn, right?
Yeah. Bro, these questions are getting like.
I gotta buy the TikTok one, bro.
What's the best advice you've ever received? Why did it make such an impact?
You can't allow evil people to make you evil. Just because you go through in people that intentionally hurt you, just because you experience things. Like when it's intentional hurt, like people who know what they're doing to you, manipulating, gaslighting you, like just hurting you, just stepping on you because they know you, like they have that power over you. Like you can't allow that to make you the same person, because now you just their evilness is gonna make you evil, and you're just gonna continue an army of evil. Like we don't want to live in evil, so it's like you have to learn to forgive yourself, because these people do want you to be the same way as them. That's why they're doing it to you. Nobody hurts you intentionally if they don't. If it's not from a place of vengeance, a place of resentment, or just like a narcissistic person. But that's also a power trip. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't allow.
You kind of can fall into the category of you become your environment. You know.
Exactly. So you can't allow evil people to make you evil.
Yeah.
And like, I could get so much deeper with it, but like you get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't allow hurt people or toxic people to make you hurt and toxic too. Because now you just gonna do it to somebody else, and then you're gonna make them hurt and toxic, and then they're gonna do it to somebody else, and then the cycle. And you don't want to live with that. Like once you really figure out, like, damn, what have I been doing for the last 3 years? Like I've been hurting. Like you don't want to live with that conscience on you. Like that's just like there's girls that I've hurt before, bro, and it's like I still think about it, like, damn, I shouldn't have done that to that
100%.
person. Like,
Yeah.
she'd never deserve that. You know what I'm saying? And like, I wish I could just reach out and be like, I'm so sorry. But like, you know what I'm saying? I can't. Like, and I understand, like, if I do.
That's that closure shit you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
I just have to accept who they think I am, because that's who I gave them.
Yeah.
And hopefully they did forgive me. And like, I just got to move on and just hope for some grace.
Kind of like you seem like. It kind of seems like they'll forever live with that version of you.
Exactly.
But even though you are like a totally different person,
Exactly.
Maybe you got the help you needed. Maybe just because of that situation that you did or went through, it changed you. Because you know what I'm saying? You reflect on that. You do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been in a situation where I've hurt people, and now that I'm older, I do look back on it and be like, damn. Like, you know, like...
And it's not like you're not even thinking about it.
No,
When, like,
you're not.
like as a younger man, like you're not thinking about it.
As a young man, you do not think about that shit at all.
Yeah.
You're just, like you said, kind of in the moment, but also it's kind of just like, you don't know what you're doing. You're young, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we don't accept that either. Like, we don't realize when we're, like, even the people that you're with or this, they don't realize how young we actually are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And especially if they know you, the environment that you do come from or what they come from.
And that's the thing, we don't know.
They don't realize it, you know?
Yeah.
Because, honestly, people say, like, you know, like, put yourself in my shoes, but even if I do, I'm still never going to know what you went through.
Yeah,
we're all totally different.
Yeah, we're all built, our chemicals aren't, like, nothing's the same.
You know, like,
even
I
the
could go through something you
yeah.
went through, and maybe I could have handled it better, or maybe I could have handled it worse, but we'll never know.
You see it in your siblings. You're
Exactly.
You're the exact opposite of your siblings, even though you've been through the same exact thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, yeah, you definitely nailed it on the head right there.
Yeah, and like low key for real, like if there's any dudes in here, like I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like we have to stop the whole. I keep seeing it over, and I think this is I think someone asked us a question like the pros and cons of being in our 20s, with relationships.
Yeah.
You cannot, you can't live your life in projection just because one girl hurt you when you're 17, bro. Like, I'm telling you, it's not the way to live.
Yeah, that's what I was saying
Bro,
earlier,
just because one girl hurt you at 17 to 18 years old doesn't mean you need to go be the Joker.
And honestly, like, I know, like, if you are in your 17, 18s and you are going through that right now, I know it feels like it will never get over. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know you feel like that you'll never get past it, and this is the only space that you're gonna live in for the rest of your life. But I promise you,
Yeah.
you're not, bro. No.
And especially if you believe in God, bro. Like, you can't say you believe in God and your driving force is hurt. Like, you cannot live your life through hurt. Like, your actions shouldn't be driven because somebody hurt you.
Yeah.
And, like, those actions shouldn't be projected onto somebody else. Because, like I said, the girl hurt you at 17. It's not the way to live. It's not the way to go. The only person you're going to hurt in the future is yourself. And, like, your kids. Because if you don't heal this, you're going to start projecting this onto your kids, your wife. Like, you're going to hurt the people that are close to you. Because you don't want to do the work on yourself. Stop listening to these crazy ass rap music that keeps telling you, like, fuck these, bro, it's not the way to live. I promise you, like, choosing yourself and accepting the situation and growing in a healthy way is only going to make you a better person, not just for you, but for everyone around you. You don't want to be the crash out. Like, there's no point, bro. Like, there's 8 billion women in this world. I promise you, the one that hurt you at 17 wasn't the one.
No.
Like, I promise you, she wasn't the one. No. But yeah, that's all I have to say about, like, men in general. Like, we gotta stop. We gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, it's facts. It is facts. Because as a person that has, like, I don't even care. I've done my bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I've done my
me too, bro.
Like, I've done my
dirt. Yeah, bro.
Like, I still, like, even to this day, like, I still think, like you said, I still think about it. You know?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't, like I said, I was young, bro, and that's no excuse. But at the same time, it's like, you don't got no guidance with that stuff. Nobody gives you a book about this life stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have to go through experiences to become experienced. You know what I'm saying? Even if that means you got hurt, even if that means you did the hurting, even if that means anything. As long as that lesson was learned and experience was made, you are who you are now. And it hopefully is a better person, you know what I'm saying? If you just keep doing the same thing and getting the same results, you know, you're gonna just be a shitty person. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like, but
and we also just have to give people grace, especially if we rush into things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's also a bigger issue in our generation. We rush into so many things. It's like we forget that we have to know where this person came from, the environment they grew up in. Can we handle that?
Yeah.
Can we handle these person's flaws? Can we accept these people's flaws? Can we give them the safe space that they're looking for?
Yeah.
Is your love language something that you can work with their love language?
And it's like you said, like, not to cut you off, but it is a pro and con when it comes to this generation too with that, because as much time as we spend together getting to know somebody nowadays, you learn that stuff in a quick amount of time, you know what I'm saying? But you also forget to ask those questions in that time span.
Yeah.
You know, you're stuck in that time span where it's lovey-dovey and it's love bombing and it's really the only thing you...
Infatuation.
Yeah, the only thing you kind of know is not what that person has behind them, but what is in front of you, you know what I'm saying? So, it's harder in this generation, and especially in your 20s with this generation. Because back in the day, you know, they would go weeks without seeing each other. You know, they would, you know, nowadays it's, I'm talking to you every single second of the day. I'm Snapchatting you, I'm texting you, I'm
Then
FaceTiming
social
you.
media's
Exactly. Back in the day, they didn't have none of that. They didn't have no Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, nothing. It was, I'm going to see you when I see you, I guess.
Yeah.
You can call my home phone. My mom might pick up, you know what I'm saying? But...
And then another thing, bro. Another problem in the generation right now. We're just speaking about the generation and problem with love right now. It's the crazy expectations that people get from social media. Listen to me, right? If you're talking to a man, every woman on Twitter wants the same man. They want a man to bring them flowers,
oh my gosh,
hold the car door. Every single woman on Twitter wants the same man. Every man wants the same kind of woman. How do you expect to get to know someone if you're already putting unexpected things on these people without getting to know them? You're trying to go off an idea versus accepting that person for who they are.
And we built that so much. And men flaw for it too.
We do 100%.
You know what I'm saying? But we built that so much where it becomes like you're in a relationship and you're literally being like, you're getting aggravated, annoyed, and this because that person isn't who you want them to be.
The idea.
Yeah, and that's not love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I love you, I'm going to accept how you are, even if I have this weird something with what I want. You know what I'm saying? And if I can't allow you to be you, that I don't love you. You know what I'm saying? If I'm just trying to change you into what my mind tells me is the perfect woman. I don't love you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, it's bullshit. Like, you shouldn't, like, if there's obviously certain things in a relationship, if it's toxic or this or that, yeah, you should change it, but I'm not gonna force you to change it. But if you're not gonna change it, then why not just hit the door? You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, there's billions others there, you know, that will do those things, and you know, and I'll accept them.
Yeah.
You know?
I just think everyone has to stop leading and comparing what they want in a person through social media, because you're subconsciously building toxic habits, right? Like when you go on Twitter and like you follow these specific type of women, or you follow these specific type of like relationship gurus, and like, don't date a man that doesn't do this, don't date, like, that's not even how you feel. You're literally subconsciously just building something in your head. So when you meet these people, you're already putting unrealistic expectations on them. So you don't even give them a chance to grow into the person that they're supposed to be for you. Not every man leads the same way. Not every woman loves the same way. Not every woman can handle you being a little bit more aggressive. Some women want like a guy that's like more soft to them. Emotional. Like some woman wants a guy that's more expressive. Some women don't. Like
some want a man.
Y'all have
Viking.
Y'all have these crazy expectations in the beginning. You can't lead with expectations. You're gonna always ruin something. And like, you have to allow people to be. Like, you won't know that this person is right for you if you're subconsciously just putting these expectations on them. Like, you just have to let people be who they are and just grow together. Like, stop growing through social media, but grow together because this is the person you want to fall in love with. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Like, how are you going to get to know somebody if you supposedly already have a thought of who they are? You know
exactly. Based on something you saw in the internet.
Exactly. Like, you brought this into a relationship of being like, this is how you're supposed to be, this is what you're going to do, this is what I expect you to do. It's just going to make them miserable, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hate it's going
to make you miserable because you're not getting what you're supposedly wanting in this. You know?
I always know when someone like makes an idea of me in their head. Like you can always just tell. Like, and it's like very disappointing when someone just like put these unrealistic expectations on me, just based on maybe like something I've said or like my social media or something, and like girls that like I obviously write the poems and stuff, and like they're like, wow, you're not like your poems, like really. I'm like, yeah, no shit, we're not in love yet. Like, why would that be like my poem? I write about love. I write about real deep love. Mm-hmm. Why would I give you that? We just met a week ago. I repost something or like put something in my story. Like, she's like, well, you say you like that on your story. Like, why can't you show? Like, we just met.
It's the Prince and Prince. You know, like the Prince Charming. Like, I expect you to be head over heels for me right when you see me.
Yeah, it's like yeah. So I think social media has way too much power on like how you decide to love someone.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
social media literally has too much power on how you decide to love someone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's crazy. I think that's a crazy thing with our generation. And like when you do find people that love you, like stick with them, because like love is so like meeting people is every day, but love itself is rare. Like you don't find love every single day. That's why marriage is mostly one time. Because that's supposed to be the person you're with for your entirety of life. That's why marriage is once. Yeah. You don't get to fall in love. Like, you'll be lucky if you get to fall in love twice. Like, real, genuine love, that's like a luck. You don't get that every day. So stop thinking you have all these options to fall in love with anyone you want to. So if you find somebody that loves you and treats you right, keep them. Because it's not sweet. I promise y'all it's not sweet. But yeah, let's how many? We have 5 more minutes, I think, right? Yeah. Let's do like 2 more. Wait, no, let's go on Instagram actually.
Yeah. Welcome back, guys. Did a little intermission.
Had to cry. Shit.
Yeah, right. We're back with some questions that we got some fans on Instagram. Thank you for staying with us, and let's get right into it.
Alright, so we're gonna start with our shout out to Rob Evans. This is for you. This is a good question actually. First one is he wants us to talk about healthy mindsets for men and how to grow alone. I like that. That's a good one.
Healthy mindsets for men. Diet. That's a good. You could say that's a mindset too.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's all mindset.
Mm-hmm,
to like not eat that candy because
exactly. Yeah.
That's all
so you
mindset.
say diet. Having faith. You have to have faith. You have to if you don't have faith. If you don't have faith in yourself, you're gonna crumble. And that's the biggest thing. Determination, and also knowing that everything is always gonna be okay. If you believe that it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
If you think that everything is gonna fall apart, then it's gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
You know, you might get lucky and it might not, but it's gonna feel like it's falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
You need to stay strong, and you need to have a mindset where any obstacle that comes your way, you feel like you can defeat it and you can overcome it and be a strong young man or older man or even a teenager, whatever.
And to grow alone.
And to grow alone.
Yeah, what's the best way to grow alone?
The best way to grow alone is... Alright, people saying alone need to stop thinking that it's literally just you alone. You can grow alone and still have your friends, your family, maybe he's asking growing alone, just being alone instead of in a relationship, maybe.
Yeah, in general,
maybe.
Yeah. Just being comfortable being alone, I think.
Oh, being comfortable
being
alone is well, you could say if you keep jumping in and out of relationships, you're just not gonna be okay. You need to learn yourself. Being alone is learning yourself, and if you just keep jumping in and out of relationship and being with this person and that person, you're never gonna actually know yourself. You're just gonna keep getting increments of that person that you're with. You can't. You gotta learn yourself, and that's a part of growing alone and being okay with knowing, finding yourself out. That's what I'd have to say, honestly. Okay. That is a good question. Honestly,
shout out to Rob.
Yeah, I
appreciate you, Rob. Always a good question, man. But I think healthy mindset. I say top 3 is a routine. A healthy routine, something that you have to look forward to every single day, no matter what you're going through. You have to you have to do this routine. Having a routine is super important, and it keeps you grounded. It keeps you going regardless of, like I said, what you're going through. Discipline. I think we downplay discipline so much because it's easy to go out on the weekends and drink your problems away. It's easy to smoke every day and just thinking and think that's gonna get you to a place of not feeling things. Yeah.
It just numbs it for a second.
Yeah.
You can go on to parties and stuff, it just numbs it for a second.
Yeah, but drinking and smoking is never the way to try to suppress your emotions, especially as a man. You already don't understand your own emotions because your ego won't allow you to express yourself to your homies.
Yeah.
So why suppress your emotions by doing things that are instant gratification? So
it's just gonna build up till you break.
Yeah. Discipline, a routine, and belief. Strong belief in. You might believe in God, you might believe whatever you believe in. Just have a strong belief and be confident in yourself. Yeah. Do not let small things discourage you. Because on this journey of becoming who you are, a lot of shit's gonna happen to you. A lot of shit that's gonna make you challenge your own. Bro, having a clothing brand, bro, you know what I mean? Bro, I'm this shit does well, but bro, every single day I'm there's a question in the back of my head, is this shit gonna work?
Yeah.
Regardless of that question, I'm not gonna let that question beat my ass. I'm not gonna sit here, let that question be my driving force. I'm gonna keep going because I'm confident in myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And how to grow alone. How to grow alone, you have to understand what being alone means versus being lonely. There's a big difference.
That part right there is hard.
There's a big difference between being lonely and being alone. Being alone is the way of life that you want to live, because no matter if you're in a relationship or out of a relationship, if you have yourself, you can always bounce back. But if you depend on other people for love, and if you depend on other people, you're supposed to find... If you depend on other people for the things you're supposed to find in yourself, then you will never ever get past the.
You'll never know yourself.
And you'll never not feel like you're not lonely. Like you'll always feel lonely if you depend on other people for things that you're supposed to look for in yourself. So I think once you understand what the difference is between being alone and being lonely, that's the first step of being comfortable with being alone and going alone. And like Paulie said, being alone doesn't necessarily mean you have to stay in your room all day and just be by yourself. Being alone just literally means you're okay with doing things on your own, and your driving force is within you versus
you found love within yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best thing I could say is that you found love within yourself.
And then yes, about to get permanently banned, bro.
What?
Good. I don't know. But next question is from Stay Fly. Okay. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Stay Fly. Okay. But his question was, what's a job you had to get out of, or a mindset that was holding you back? It's a good question too.
Yeah. A drought, I'd have to say, is just kind of like depression, basically. Just being stagnant. We've used that word a lot today. Well, I have. Being stagnant with what you have in front of you. You can get comfortable. It's okay to be comfortable, but like, it's better to be uncomfortable. And that doesn't mean like, oh, like everything's weird and like not knowing what you're doing. It's the point of being comfortable where you are, but knowing the uncomfortableness of you have to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And it is scary to keep going, like it is. And it's scary to not know what's in front of you. But it is definitely helpful to not be in a mindset of just feeling like this is where I'm at and this is where I'm going to stay, you know? Because people that do suffer with depression, it is hard to move past the scenario that you are in at the moment because it kind of just eats you alive. Because you don't really understand, like you don't really know what's going on and you don't understand what's going wrong, but you just know that something's wrong. Even if something feels so great and everything's happy in life, you still eat you alive.
Yeah.
You know?
He wanted us to talk about God. Shout out to Bird. This is a touchy subject for me because I have a up and down relationship with God. I'm still trying to learn how to fully accept God through everything versus only accepting God through certain situations when I need Him. You know what I mean? And I'm not perfect, and I know God is patient. I know God is love, and I know He knows that I'm trying to be better.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit here and say I pray every day because I don't, and I know I need to. I'm not going to sit here and say that I go to church, you know what I'm saying? I can always do better, but what I can say is that I lead with love. Like, I don't judge I don't make people, I like to make people's days. I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable or hurt or anything negative because of me. And I think that's all I can do as a man that's trying to be a man of God on this journey, you know what I mean? Like, but the relationship I have with God, it's not perfect, but I've grown so much in the last couple of years. Like, I've grown a lot more. Every day now I'm sitting in the car talking to God.
Yeah.
Even if for 30 seconds, like, thank you. It's never asking for anything. It's more like, thank you for everything. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for getting my mom. Thank you for getting my brother. Like, keep that in me. Make sure I get home safe. Make sure all my friends get home safe. It's just like a thank you now versus asking for something. And I don't question anything anymore. I'm not going to question, why am I going through this? Because God doesn't give you something He knows you can't go through. But you know what I'm saying? He won't give you battles that you know you can't face. So everything's for a reason. So I'm just living in God's path, and I'm hoping for the best, you know?
Yeah.
And I know it's going to happen, so.
Yeah. I'd have to say, like you said, up and down relationship with God. Kind of like my whole life, honestly. As a kid, it was kind of pushed onto me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like religion was pushed onto me.
That's
to the
why
point
I swayed away.
Yeah. It got to the point where I started questioning things, you know what I'm saying? And even recently, like, after the trials and tribulations that I went through, it is, yeah, God was definitely questioned, and it was hard. It was hard to get past that point of belief and faith, and yeah, I definitely pray to God now, and I show my appreciation every single day. I wake up in the morning, thank God. Even at my games, my football games, I pray to God right before my game. Hope that He protects me. Even before I go to bed, I pray to God. Hope He protects me and my family. Keeps happiness. Yeah, that's really what I gotta say.
How do you feel? What I'm gonna ask you like three. We're gonna wrap it up, but I'm gonna ask you 3 questions before I go. 3 personal questions.
Okay.
What is one question that you wish people ask you more?
How are you?
How are you?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you wish people ask you that more?
Because I feel like we forget to. Our generation especially forgets to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
in
it
a
does.
meaningful way, right?
Yeah, and I feel like it does have to do with emotional. Because people can text you and be like, hey, how you doing? But it's more like people just want that, oh, no, yeah, I'm good, whatever. No, I want to know how you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
In a meaningful way, though.
Yeah.
Not just like, yo, what's up, man? How you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you tell me, oh, okay.
No, I want to know. Because I'm a very person like that. I love to know how people are doing. Like, it's not even I know, like, oh, yeah, I did this. No, I want to know you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know if you're okay. Like, are you hurting? Are you in pain? Like, are you on your breaking point?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you doing great? Are you, like, what's up? Like, that's one question I wish people would ask more. And I know it's kind of like I feel like everybody kind of says that, Everybody kind of says, oh, I wish people would ask me this. But it's genuine. Like, I wish I hopefully will ask people more how they are doing now,
Yeah.
Because I do, but I'm human. I forget to do it,
Yeah.
Sometimes you do get stuck up in your own reality that you forget to ask people, Everybody's living in their own time span. Everybody's living in their own world, And it's just them being human. People forget,
Mm-hmm.
And don't get mad, you know what I'm saying? When you feel like somebody doesn't text you first or this or that, people have things going on. Like, it's life. You have things going on, and think about all the other people you didn't text, but there's one person that you're thinking about. Oh, didn't text me. Oh, no, I'm not cool with that person. I'm not this and that. Why? What if they had something going on?
Mm-hmm.
That's really it.
Do you think that you give people grace, genuinely? Do you think that you give people enough
praise, you mean?
No, grace in terms of a chance to say you went on a date.
Oh, are you saying, like, do I give people, like, chances, too many chances? Or, like, enough?
Do you think you give them enough in a way, like, or do you think you're too harsh sometimes? Be honest.
No.
Do you think you give enough grace? Especially
so
the grace that you would want for yourself.
Things. I don't expect things.
Yeah.
I'm not, like we talked about earlier, like, I don't expect things from people. Maybe I did when I was younger. I honestly, no, I feel like I've never actually expected things. Like, in relationships, I've kind of always been, like, nonchalant, but if I'm hurt, I'm hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I'd say yeah, maybe.
People enough grace?
I think so.
That's good. Yeah, it's how you feel.
In terms, explain it again.
So say you go on a date with a girl, right?
Yeah.
And, like, y'all are having a good time. Everything's good. And she starts, like, shut down. And, like, for no reason, though. Like, you don't know why she's shutting down, but you didn't acknowledge that she shut down, but you went home and, like, you know what? Like, nah, fuck that. Like, what the hell? Like, that was weird. That was kind of, like, weird. Like, and you go home and you text her, like, I didn't like how you just shut down, so this is not going to work out. That's, like, giving grace if you give someone a chance to show their perspective and give them a chance to grow from it instead of just, like, bashing them for it. Like, pointing it out and, like, not giving them a chance to be human.
I will 100% say this. In my past, when I was younger, I have been like that. I have been 100% like, like, not giving somebody a chance to speak. But that is honestly how I grew up. Like, I grew up in a household of, all right, I want to hear you speak. And then when I start speaking, that's when, say like this, say we're arguing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're asking me to speak. If I start speaking, you're just going to cut me off and be like, no.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I grew up. So I did bring that out in relationships in my past.
Mm-hmm.
And I can sometimes see myself doing it still, but I'll catch myself and just shut up. Like, I'll literally just sit there in silence and I'll just listen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, alright. You know? But now, I think I do. I definitely want to know what happens and what goes on more now than I did ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't like that. I don't like silence. Like, I don't like not knowing what's wrong. I don't like not knowing if somebody's not okay, or if I did something wrong. I want to know. Like, I want to make it right. I don't like people being upset at me. You know what I'm saying? Or disappointed. That's one of my, like, biggest fears. I don't like disappointment. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Do you think that you deserve love right now?
Do I deserve love?
From someone? Do you think that the person you are at this moment, if the love of your life walked into your life and said, and she's perfect for you, but the man you are today, do you think you deserve the love of your life right now?
No.
No? Why?
In some aspect I do, but I don't at the same time. In the aspect where I do, I feel like that I am efficient for a relationship, which I'm in a relationship, but I feel like I'm a good partner.
Mm-hmm.
Who I am today, I am a good partner. I'm caring, I'm loving, I want to see you do the best. Like, I will push you so far. Like, I just want to see you do good, always. I'm a protector. I love, like, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel, as if, and it's not like my creative of like what a woman should be, but I feel like in a relationship is somebody is always going to be in love more.
100%.
Always. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I can show you that I love you, then you're going to do it right back. You know what I'm saying? You give and take. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you take the love from me and hopefully I get it in return.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't, then that's mostly where we fall out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in an aspect where I feel like I don't deserve love is that I'm just not at the spot where I want to be in life. Not in a love aspect, but in financial, caregiving, you'd have to say. Maybe, yeah. I'm just not in that aspect right now.
Yeah.
Where I feel like that I can provide and not be worried. Like, not be worried in like a financial aspect, but not be worried that I'm not doing enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I'm scared of disappointment. I'm scared of somebody being like, I'm disappointed in you. And falling out. You know what I'm saying? So I 100% want to be in a spot where I can be comfortable and know that I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
Even because you got to think, with somebody that wants to love you, there comes children, there comes marriage, there comes a White House with a picket fence, you know what I'm saying? So I want to be able to be comfortable in that situation, know that I'm being the best father that I can, the best husband, the best everything, even a family man, you know what I'm saying? The best for my brother, the best for my pops, the best for my aunts, my uncles, my nieces, my cousins, whatever, everything. So in that aspect, no, I don't feel like I deserve love, but I do at the same time.
Alright. Fuck with that.
Yep.
That's my 3 questions for you, man.
Yeah. I got you 3 questions.
Yeah.
I went through another intermission. We're back with the last 3 questions.
Yeah. 3 deep ones. Let's get it, man.
First question. What would you tell your younger self? One thing. If you had... No. If you had 1 minute with your younger self, what would happen?
It's okay to express yourself, because at the end of the day, you can't please everyone. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't, because in this life, if you believe in God and you believe in yourself, you can. I mean, we don't have billionaires for no reason. We don't have trillionaires for no reason. We don't have people that are, unless you're not physically gifted, you can do anything you want and you are loved. I would remind them that, you are loved and you should never let anyone take your light away, because people are going to hurt you and people are going to disrespect you, but don't ever let anyone take you out of your character, But the most important thing is that you are loved. and you will always be loved.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I wish I heard more, that I'm loved. So I think I would probably stress the aspect of love to my younger self. Yeah.
Alright, that was great. Next question. Are you scared to be loved, but scared to be alone?
Am I scared to be loved?
Like, are you scared of love, but also scared to be alone? So you're just kind of...
I'm not scared to be alone. I think I'm scared to love because of what love did. Not love, but what a person I love did to me. It's not in a sense of projecting, but a sense of I did everything in my power to give someone love that I've never been given before.
Yeah.
And for it to still turn around and just like shoot me in the back. And it's like a track race, kind of like I was running to her, and like every time I caught up, she'd be like, bye, I'm joking.
Bye.
Start running again.
Yeah.
So she'd give me a little bit, she let me catch up to her, and then every time I caught up, she starts running away from me again. So I think I'm afraid of the outcome, but I'm not afraid of love. But that's just all betting on someone. Like, love is scary, you know what I'm saying? But life is scary in general. But I'm still a little bit afraid. Because I don't think I've fully healed from everything traumatic that I've been through that relationship that I was in. Yeah. But I'm not afraid to be alone now. Not at all. Never been afraid to be alone. I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah. Okay, last question. What is your biggest fear?
Oh, it's just dogs.
Hey,
bro, that ass is literally just dogs.
Just dogs. Not failure, not...
Nah, just dogs.
You're not scared of failure?
In the deep blue sea.
Damn, I thought it was about to go deep.
I know.
It's whatever. Alright, that's your 3 questions.
Nah, you had to do a better question.
Nah. You could have answered it better.
I don't have I'm dead ass not afraid of anything but dogs.
So that's okay.
No, you gotta give him another deep one.
No.
She didn't give y'all another...
No,
She didn't give y'all another deep question.
That's it. He could have answered it way better. You could have been like, I'm so frightened by canine. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said, just dogs.
Bro, I'm afraid of dogs, bro. That's really it.
That's your biggest fear? That's my 3rd question. Alright. Thank y'all for coming out. And we'll see you next...
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now?
Yeah.
Remember, subscribe.
All that good stuff. We're going to come better prepared next time. It's our first one. I'm a little nervous and stuff like that. But we're going to have a better podcast next time. And keep sending in questions. You know
stay beautiful. Stay healthy. Stay happy.
Exactly.
See you guys later.
Bye. Good.